may be a reading that may resonate with you if you happen to have Cancer in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus dominant in your chart, or if you're cross-watching for a Cancerian. You might find some information in this reading that resonates. Let's dive right into this. But let me let you in on the fact, Cancer Nation, that this is a general reading, which will automatically mean that there will be certain details in this reading that may resonate, and there's going to be guaranteed some things that don't. Go ahead and throw out the things that don't. Disregard those things. The things that do resonate, take those in. Consider those things. Ponder over those things. I also want to take the moment to offer you a trigger warning, because there will be guaranteed some sensitive subject matter that's going to be discussed in this reading. And, if you're not in the headspace to maybe hear about sensitive subject matter, here's your opportunity to click off. Otherwise, those of you who are ready to roll, let's dive right into this for the Cancer Nation. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you got some needed changes here that are coming up for you. I think you're going to be bombarded by a very arrogant person. Somebody's coming at you sideways or coming at you kind of irate this week. Okay, let's really see what's going on for the Cancer Nation. I promise you, I wanted to say Scorpio so badly. As soon as I part the deck, King of Cups. Are you dealing with a Scorpio? Are you dealing with another water sign? Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio? Maybe you're a double water sign. Let's see. Planning some type of getaway. Is it Virgo? Maybe you have Virgo in your chart. What is this? Sag shows up. Leo. Flipped right over when I was shuffling. Virgo and Leo always show up every single time. Every time. It doesn't matter what reading I'm doing, Virgo and Leo will show up together. So maybe this is you in your situation. Maybe you're being tag teamed by a Virgo and Leo. Or this is you. You have these placements in your chart. What's going on for the Cancer Nation, Holy Spirit? Understand this as I shuffle. Cancer Nation, even though I'm calling this a 7-day forecast, it's a given that not every single thing happens at the same time. For everyone, the roles can be reversed as well in the reading. If it's not you that's playing something out, then it's someone else in your situation. Persistent Virgo, Sagittarius, a fire sign, is going to be very persistent, or this is you being extremely persistent in a situation. Persistently getting on somebody's nerves, persistently talking about somebody. Yeah, over and over again. Something's happening over and over again. Yep. Whatever it is, you're being delivered from it. Or this is like your guide saying, get off the merry-go-round. Get off the roller coaster. This is an emotional roller coaster for some of you. I think some of you, there's a lot of ups and downs with your money. And you're looking to be delivered from that. Yeah. You're having to be the strong one in a situation. Or this is your guide saying, stay strong through some type of adversity. Trying to see what's going on, Cancer Nation, because I don't really know yet. Okay, so bear with me as I try to figure this out and dissect your situation. Okay, you're having a lot of dreams. You might be dreaming more than normal this week, or you're remembering your dreams. I think you might be having some blurry vision too. And I think in your situation, oh yeah, you got some people trying to make things difficult for you. This is not one person. This is few people in the background. Pettiness. Somebody's trying to create obstacles for you. You definitely have somebody watching you, spying on you. Some nosy people, Cancer Nation. And I heard Capricorn as I said Cancer. Some of you are dealing with your opposite sign. At home, in your home, around your home. Blurry vision. Did you lose your glasses? You may need to get your vision checked because it feels like you can't see. This could be figurative. Maybe there's something that you don't see. You're at the Tower. I don't think what you see, okay, I'll say it this way. Let me rephrase that. What you may not see about your situation is that your angels are fighting some type of spiritual battle that's going on. Thank you, spirit guides. Yes. That's what you may not see. What's going on, Holy Spirit? What is it about something that's going on over and over again? You're perpetually in some type of cycle. Okay. Fighting. Definitely a spiritual fight. No doubt about it. But I think that this is you fighting with somebody. Maybe you're fighting about the same thing, going around in circles, fighting about the same thing. No resolution with this person. I think somebody's really getting on your nerves. And I say somebody's creating obstacles for you. Somebody does not want you to excel in some type of way. In fact, I think somebody wants you to lose. And who wanted to be super persistent in this reading is a Virgo. I think you're surrounded by a super persistent Virgo. Maybe you are the super persistent Virgo, the Cancer with Virgo in your chart that, is very resilient and is very patient, or is being very patient with somebody in your situation. There it is again. Decrease, keeping still. Something is keeping you from working, or last week something was keeping you at a standstill. You were not able to achieve. That's crazy. Something was keeping you at a standstill and maybe causing you to lose out on opportunities, lose out on money. I think somebody might be being wasteful with money also around you. Wasteful, kind of frivolous with their spending. Maybe somebody likes to make it appear as though they live some type of lavish lifestyle. And maybe this is you spending money on, somebody's spending money that they don't have, it feels like. Somebody might be in debt. But let's see. What is this that's been keeping you still? Keeping you from moving forward? Oh, I think it's people's ignorance. There's definitely some ignorant comments being made this week. Let me make it very clear. You have some people that are talking around you. It might feel like somebody's talking at you rather than talking to you. But you definitely have some people that are talking behind your back. I kind of want to say that you know this, but then maybe you don't. I think you might be dizzy. I think you might be having some foggy thinking this week. I think you're dizzy. Like fainting. Does somebody have fainting spells? Spells. Okay. I did say that somebody's trying to create obstacles for you. Or there's an obstacle that you're having to overcome. But like I said, there's people watching you maybe go through some type of obstacle. Gossip. Didn't I say somebody's coming at you crazy this week? Coming at you sideways. There might be some things that you might have to block out. Rhetoric. Gossip. Pettiness. Maybe this is why you're staying strong. I don't get it. I get it, but it would help if I had context to figure out why. I promise you, it's your vision. You haven't been taking care of yourself. In fact, I feel like you could be dealing with somebody that drinks a lot. Maybe you've been eating a lot of salt. Maybe you might need to drink some more water. Maybe you're dehydrated. Yeah, you got people that are super bold, okay? Maybe you're online. Maybe you feel like you're living your life under a microscope, and that's really something that's bugging you emotionally this week. Maybe you have some bugs in your house, around your house. Okay, so let's go back to this. I was saying that maybe there was something that was keeping you from working, keeping you from making money. Your finances might be at an all-time low, or something, you know, there's something that caused you to have to dip into your money, dip into your savings possibly. I think that this is the week that you may be coming out of it. You might be finding a solution to something here. Somebody give birth around you. Somebody's giving birth. Somebody maybe just had a baby. Could have been a very difficult pregnancy with some health challenges. Yeah, this is definitely the week where your finances change. But at the same time, you're fighting with somebody. You have been very irritated, or there's somebody that's just really irritating you. Somebody is trying to plot some type of revenge. You, Cancer, or them. And there's other people that are watching this. Somebody feels like you've done something to them, you've wronged them in some type of way. I think it's that somebody's talking. Let's see. Oh, I was talking about arguing, irritation. Does this involve other people? Are you in court about something? You might be stuck in the middle. Or like I said, feeling like you're stuck in your circumstances. Weighed down by something. Is somebody in jail? Somebody's plotting something, trying to set you up, trying to create obstacles. The reason that somebody's doing that is because they feel like they're insecure. Okay, this is what's going on. Somebody might feel like you have something that they don't. Maybe they don't have money and maybe you do. Maybe you're getting more recognition. I promise you that's the obstacle. Somebody wants to keep you running in place, wants to keep you standing still. Somebody doesn't want you to be better than them, or they don't want you to have more than they have. And this is why somebody has their eye on you. They're talking bad behind you in groups. For some of you, this is more than one person. For others of you, this is, like I said, in groups. Yeah, you might be very perfectionistic this week with your money. Maybe with your money, with your work, yeah. Somebody feels insecure because of what you bring to the table. You don't have what they have. And so they're jealous. This is some jealousy. This is some pettiness, drama. I said somebody's coming at you sideways. That's why. And it might have something to do with a Libra. This is why your angels are protecting you. Make no mistake about it. There is a spiritual battle going on in the background of this entire situation. Your angels are protecting you from harm. These people are trying to set you up. Keep you standing still because they don't want you to excel at something. Maybe you are a spiritualist. Maybe you are an influencer online. Perhaps you read tarot. This could be a tarot reader feeling this way about another tarot reader, trying to create obstacles, trying to keep somebody running in place. All because of jealousy. Yeah, your spirit guides say no. Okay, they're blocking this stuff out. And whatever this is, you're gonna excel anyway, in spite of the fact that somebody's trying to push you down and keep you in the same cycle and keep you stuck. For some of you, this isn't a love relationship. You might have a partner that is rude to you, that talks down to you. What's going on? Yeah, there's definitely somebody manipulating you. You got a cheater. And you got somebody that likes to play victim. And There's definitely somebody trying to blind you from the truth this week. There could be somebody around you that is like a parasite. They're around because they're able to benefit off of you financially, or they get some type of clout. You might have a name for yourself, and somebody is trying to benefit off of that this week. But if this is a love relationship, let's start there. There's definitely somebody that's hooking up with somebody else. And I think that there might be other people that know about it. Because like I said, there's people in the background that are chatting, talking about it, yapping their gums about something. Nosy. You got a cheater, for sure. And maybe somebody that selfish. To talking to a lot of people online. Maybe trying to sleep with them. Somebody's a sex addict. It's like they feel an urge and they act on it. Maybe this is somebody not wanting to claim you publicly. So I'll say this. There's some secrets that are being kept in your situation. There's other people that know about it. And if you are kept out of the loop, your guides are making you completely aware of what is going on around you. This is the week that I feel, Cancer Nation, that you will be finding proof. You've suspected something. Maybe you haven't been able to put your finger on what it is or find proof of what it is that you... Charlatan, a liar, a fake, a fraud. Somebody is. You'll find proof of something this week. And it's because of what somebody is saying to you. You'll find proof in what they say. You may have an instinct. Your instinct is up about someone in particular, a snake. I mentioned a parasite. Somebody's moving real serpent-like this week. Cancer Nation, especially if you have Capricorn in your chart. Somebody's playing around in your energy. If this is, like I said, you're in a relationship with somebody, you might be suspecting that they're playing around on you. Why do I feel foul play? Somebody passed. Maybe somebody's suspecting foul play. Anyway, the point is, I think that you're suspecting, your instinct is telling you that something is up. Or somebody is online. Maybe their relationship seems perfect. They're trying to paint a picture that they're so strong and that everything in their life is all put together. But somebody's really going through something. I also feel like there could be some type of a health situation. We'll get to that in a minute. But I will say that maybe this week, Cancer Nation, or recently, maybe you've been hindered, you felt frustrated, you felt blocked in some type of way, and maybe you've been feeling a bit discouraged because someone has been trying to oppress you, keep you down, create obstacles for you, create problems for you in the background. This is the week where I feel like you're rising up and finding solutions to whatever has been blocking you. For some of you, you are literally blocking somebody out, but you're definitely getting unstuck. I think this is definitely going on in your mind. I think that you've got repetitive, reactive thoughts. That's what you're thinking over and over again. You're ruminating on something this week. You might be dwelling on past memories or a situation. And maybe there's a situation that you have had some frustrations with. I think this is the week that you accept it. And you finally, it's been having you feeling emotional. I think that this is definitely the week where you're going to do something about it. Do you have dogs? You have a pet, Cancer? Dogs, a bird? Okay. Some of this, I think that this revolution here and this deliverance has something to do with your schedule, time management. And this decrease has something to do with time management also. I don't know. I feel like maybe there's something that you wanted. And maybe this week it didn't turn out the way that you had hoped. So I think that there could be some type of disappointment. And the disappointment could have something to do with maybe something that gets delayed or put off. Okay. But for some of you, I think this is you creating delays for yourself. And I think that this could possibly be why you're feeling frustrated. Because maybe you're distracted. And maybe you are looking for ways to distract yourself because you're burnt out. I think that maybe you want to take a vacation, and maybe have some time to yourself to stand still. But I think you're running to keep up with the pace this week, and I think that it's meant for you to keep a steady pace. I don't think that you're meant to rush this week. But at the same time, I'm saying that there is a need for balance because of that whole burnout situation. You're finding ways to distract yourself. You're getting cut in. You're being pulled in by distractions. And you might need to limit those distractions this week or find some type of balance. Because without you being able to keep things in balance, so you run into the same issue. And I think that this is financially. Because I think that for some of you, your financial situation is what's bringing you down. But for a lot of you, it's outside circumstances also. So if this has something to do with a financial burden, it looks like you're working on something this week. You're steadily putting your energy into maybe trying to find a solution with your work. And I feel like you're going to be able to find a way out of what's blocking you. It feels like this week there's some type of sudden change here with money. And like I said, for you, if finances are the obstacle, you're going to be able to find a solution to that. But the fact that somebody is coming at you sideways, as I feel like you're under some type of verbal attack as well, or you feel heavily scrutinized by other people, very judged by other people, maybe teachers, it could be instructors, maybe this is at a job interview, or maybe this is you judging yourself super harshly. I don't know if this is you like worried about other people's expectations. Maybe you feel like you're falling short. I think you're being heavily critical of yourself. And I think that this is no doubt the week where your guys want you to like really focus on your strengths rather than your perceived weaknesses, I think. I think you might be feeling ill-prepared about something. I think you might be thinking a lot about the past. Some of you could be in college, or you might be thinking about going to school. I think that there's a particular situation that you're going to need to be addressing. But I think that there are old worries that are resurfacing this week. This week, old situations come up. Or somebody's old player ways come up. Okay, because like I said before, you feel like somebody's playing around on you. Your instinct is telling you that something is not right. There's a repeat of something. This is a week where you might have to dig your heels in to stay strong with something. I think somebody thinks that you do something with a lot of ease. You do something that other people might perceive as difficult. And this is where the jealousy is coming from. Okay. Wow, you got Sagittarius once again, and you got Virgo once again. There is obviously a Virgo here. Yeah, whatever was burdening you that last week, you're able to look into a solution and find it. But let me make it clear that I think somebody is verbally harassing you in front of other people. I think this is the week where you might be needing some time alone. Maybe you might be thinking about going to the ocean. Maybe you might even be thinking about going to the hairdresser, Cancer. Maybe you might be thinking about changing your hair color. But I definitely feel that there is a need for balance. There's a need for peace, and there's a need for time to yourself to think about what you want to do. But because maybe you're hurt by something that someone says, you might be tempted to shout out some type of comeback to them. Or maybe this is just a week where you decide that you're tired of it. You might say something to somebody because they're getting on your nerves. You're discovering something this week. Yeah, you're discovering that your instinct was right about something. About something, about someone, a particular person. Did I talk about school? You have a scholarly goal, or you're feeling unprepared. You have a test. You have an exam that you're studying for. Or this is your kids. Feeling ill-prepared for, like I said, a test. This could be an exam like in school, or this could be some type of spiritual lesson. You're at a crossroads in your relationship. Is this where you may be discussing something? I think that there's something you might need to say to somebody. It looks like you have a lot of stress. You do. You need some time to relax and to recharge. Yeah, I think you're at a crossroads about a particular decision. The decision has something to do with a goal. Maybe you're looking for a new place. Maybe you're looking for a new car. But I think that you are making a decision, and maybe you feel like in your situation, I don't know, maybe you feel like there are no good decisions, but you're having to make a decision nevertheless. Best of you. And I definitely feel like there's a birthday. You have a Libra around you. This is your... Maybe you are a Libra somewhere else in your chart. Maybe you're a Libra sun and you're Cancer somewhere else. But I feel like there's a birthday or an anniversary. There could be an event that might happen. And I think, I think that time management is critical, because it feels like time is really passing very quickly this week. You might feel like you haven't, time is just kind of like passing too quickly, passing you by too fast, and you feel like you haven't had a chance to get maybe some things achieve some particular goals that you have, been wanting to achieve this week. But there's definitely a need to slow your pace, breathe through the stress. I think that you're going to get through it. I definitely feel like you're going to be feeling exhausted. It could be spiritually. You're feeling exhausted, or you're feeling exhausted because you're running to keep up with the pace with work. There's going to be some people that you might have to turn away or say no to. And since you are spending some time by yourself, I think you might be speaking to your spiritual team about something. And I think that that's what's going to make the biggest difference. That's going to be something that actually possibly raises your vibration to be able to manifest what it is that you want. Because I think that because your vibration has been so low, that's maybe why you might notice that you've been attracting empty pockets, a lot of frustration, a lot of conflict. Yeah, they do want you to meditate. I think that maybe this could be you considering going to the ocean to meditate. Did I say you need to drink more water? You're dehydrated, or you're drinking a lot of caffeinated, sugary, salty things. I think you are feeling disappointed. You feel like somebody turned their back on you. Maybe you do. Maybe that's what you're fighting about. But I think you're also fighting about the source of the arguments, and the tension could be with somebody that you're dating. Like I said, it feels like there's a third party interfering. There's somebody in your ear or whatever. Oh, I did say you might be on social media. You might be posting a lot. Somebody's putting up a facade, especially if this is somebody posting on social media. They're being fake about their relationship, making it seem like they're so happy. Somebody like in the movies, online, this type of thing. There is a need to take a breather, to take a break. Okay, because I do feel like you're going to be busy working. You're at a crossroads. You have a difficult decision about what, though? What are you making it? Yeah, we just talked about that. Here's confirmation again. I think you're talking to your spiritual team. You're talking to God about a difficult decision that you're going to be making. Some of you, I think that the difficult decision might be whether or not to move or to stay where you are. Whether or not it's time to uproot. It could be a lot of different things. But I think that there's something that you want to escape. You want to get away from something because it's bothering you. It's really irritating you. And something is really affecting your stability. There's a Leo around you. Yeah, I definitely feel like you're canceling a relationship. Or there's somebody that's canceling plans with you. So I see somebody saying no, or you're having to say no to somebody. Somebody might cancel on you. That might be the thing that is delayed or put off and you're disappointed about it. You got a predator, a predatory person. Watch your children. Your children. Sometimes this is going to be a child predator, especially since we're talking about an online interaction. I think that your kids may need to be monitored. But I want to say within a friendship, this is either you or whatever the case is. There's some type of needed change with, I think you might be deciding to maybe cancel certain friendships. Because I think you might be seeing somebody's true colors. I do. And I think that you might feel like somebody's up to something. You're ending something and there's a new start on the other side of this. You might be very fearful about starting over or beginning again, ending a relationship or a job and starting over. There's some fear related to this situation. Or maybe you're becoming a new mother and it's something that's causing you a lot of fear. Like I said, it's definitely a week where I feel like you're bouncing back from something that has been blocking you. You're afraid to make a decision. Maybe about a Capricorn. Something blindsides you this week, okay? It feels like there's a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. We talked about Virgo. I was telling you Virgo came up that is like dominating your reading. So I said, just like I said before, I think that's a dominant energy of somebody that is around you, a particular Virgo or an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This person might get in contact with you this week. Maybe you're afraid that maybe things will break out in conflict. This might have something to do with maybe the father of your child. This could be you maybe talking to your father. Maybe there's something that you want to say. Maybe you're very sensitive about it. And maybe there's been trouble about it in the past. You tried to talk to someone. You want them to be, you want them to hear you out. But I just feel like somebody is very aggressive. Yeah, this is a Scorpio. You have a Scorpio around you. Maybe your dad is a Scorpio. But you have an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Maybe your dad is an earth sign with Scorpio. Yeah, you definitely have a child that wants to say something to you. But they feel like it's difficult to talk without there being conflict. There's somebody this week that wants to feel comforted, that wants empathy, wants to feel like they're heard this week. So, yeah, they want respect. Or they want you to speak to them with respect. And I just don't think somebody's doing that this week. I think that there is someone that wishes that maybe you guys could coexist. Maybe this is something that you might be working on this week. And it might be with your mother. It could be with your baby's mother. But whatever the case is, and maybe your mother is a Leo. I think you're trying to, look at that, swiftness. I think you're rushing through something. I think you might be driving fast too. I also feel like you might be caught in traffic. What am I trying to say? You might be late for something. Maybe you feel like you're perpetually late for things. Anyway, if this is you, especially when driving, like I was saying, something at a particular intersection, a cross section, I don't think you want to drive fast this week. I think you want to definitely pay attention to the road, pay attention to what's going on around you. I think you might be especially distracted or in a rush this week. I think that, like I said before, I think you're running to keep up with the pace, but I think your guides want you to go at a steady pace. And I think, like I said before, you've let time get away from you, and that's been a hindrance this week. You do have somebody sending some negative energy at you. We talked about that. We talked about the spiritual battle that's going on. We talked about your angels protecting you. You might get in a fight this week, or like I said, feel irritated with someone because maybe they're asking you too many questions. They're coming across disrespectful. You might be very emotional, about a love situation in particular. You're ending something this week for sure, or you're at a crossroads about whether or not you should end a relationship. Others of you, this fearful beginning has something to do with maybe starting a business. Maybe you're thinking about changing majors in school and you're maybe afraid, I feel, to start over again. Some of you, you might be taking somebody to court. I think that something is going to work out for you in court, though. Some of you might be thinking about going into healthcare possibly, or maybe you currently work in healthcare. Maybe you feel like you need a raise, Cancer. Maybe you feel like you don't get paid enough to put up with. I think you work with the public, and I think that there might be like a disgruntled coworker this week, or there's a customer that comes in that's completely irate. And whatever this is, I think that somebody might be acting, like I did say, critical, throwing shade. There's some type of harassment. I think that either you're confronting somebody or somebody finds out that maybe you lied about something, and there's some type of confrontation that takes place this week. There's somebody that's venting about your relationship to other people. That's just what I'm feeling, and I think that information might be circulating back to you or circulating to somebody that maybe you're talking to. Somebody is super annoyed this week. If you are taking somebody to court, you're taking them to court, whatever the case is. I think you're ready to walk somebody like a dog. I think somebody is playing hardball. I think somebody is playing dirty. And if somebody is avoiding paying for something, there's a warrant here. Maybe you're dealing with somebody that is, did I say locked up? I did say that. Somebody that's in jail. Somebody's coming to search for somebody because somebody has a warrant. Somebody has leverage on you in a situation, especially if this is a court situation. You might think that somebody is going to win, because you feel like they have the upper hand. It's all an illusion. I think that in the end, when it comes to a court situation, there is victory for you, Cancer Nation, or Cross Watcher, or this is somebody trying to throw illusions, smoke and mirrors, and you're able to see through somebody's facade, for sure, this week, or vice versa. There's a conversation that gets revisited, it gets brought back up again, it creates a lot of hurt. And there's definitely somebody coming to you on some get back. I promise you, somebody feels like you have done something to them, Cancer Nation or Cross Watcher, and they're coming at you foul. If you're in a relationship with somebody, they want to break up. Maybe they don't know how to tell you. Maybe this is why they're starting fights with you. But somebody, I promise you, somebody feels stuck in a situation. Maybe because you share finances, you share some type of asset with this person. So I think you're blocking somebody this week. I think you might be deleting some things. Deleting them, they feel canceled. Deleting anything that reminds you of this person. They feel like you completely erased them from your life. We talked about social media, right? Especially if you if you have pictures that you have posted with this person, you have them around your house, I think you're taking that mess down. This might have something to do with a business partner. And I think somebody drinks a lot, and I think that somebody might be having a hangover this week. Yeah, definitely. This is a week where you might be saying no to somebody, turning them away. Or this is somebody that maybe wants to approach you, but this is the illusion that they've created in their head. They might feel like you're going to tell them no, and it might not even be that. It could even be your kids. Maybe they want to ask you for something and they feel like you're going to say no to them. I promise you, there's somebody's birthday. You're dealing with a Libra. You're possibly going to a birthday party this week, planning a birthday party, because I see happiness here surrounding children. Okay, so that's just kind of like what I sensed, that this is a birthday. And I definitely feel like you are deciding to give yourself the best. And if it's not this relationship or this job or this circumstance, I see you removing yourself from a situation and finding something that brings you joy. You see how there's a snake here? You got a snake here, and you got a snake here around the neck. Somebody is not who you think they are. Somebody is a snake. And somebody is afraid of your success or your money or whatever, and they don't want you to have it. Did you lose somebody? I think you might be losing some teeth. Maybe your kids are losing teeth. Who is this, Cancer? You have some missing teeth. Maybe some jaw pain. I feel like you might be having some sinus pressure. You have a Scorpio daughter. Maybe this is where you're going to see your daughter, your son. This could definitely be where you might feel like your child acts like you, or they've picked up some type of destructive behavior and they're mimicking what you do. I think that that's something that might be irritating you. If it's not your kids, then it could be somebody around you. Somebody pass away. Are you afraid that someone's going to pass? What's going on? You're clinging to something, or somebody is clinging to you. Yeah, you got excessive pressure. That's why you're trying to be fast about something. Oh, you guys are saying slow your pace for sure. Because something is off balance this week. Yeah, if it's not you, then there's somebody that's influencing children. And I think that is an issue. Oh, okay. You're definitely making some progress here. And it seems like it's coming with ease. So whatever has been holding you back, I think you're able to, like I said before, find a way to work through it. Feeling dizzy, I think. Going to the dentist. They do want you to slow your pace. That might be something that's frustrating you, is that there's delays. I think you're going to be transitioning out of a situation and establishing yourself, establishing your name possibly. Because I think this is at work or at home. You're not getting the respect that you need or that you feel that you deserve for what you bring to the table. And like I said, it feels like the tables are turning. Your energy has been a bit low this week, Cancer Nation. You have a cough, or like I said, you have some type of illness. It might be a chronic illness that's kind of like blocking you, and that might be what's worrying you. You're definitely being approached by a Capricorn for sure. Your health, maybe that's something that's blocking you. That might be what's keeping you at a standstill. Have you been sick? You've been sick. Somebody around you has been ill. Maybe somebody around you, somebody else is the breadwinner. What is this? You got some type of deal here. It has something, this could be going on in the background. There's some type of shady deal, secret deal going on in the back. Treason. Okay, you're definitely finding out about some type of betrayal. Somebody that you trust or that you think is on your side is actually an enemy of yours. Going behind your back, saying things, doing things. You're going to be finding out the truth. Something going on in front of an audience. That's what I mean. Online. See how there's an audience back here too? There's something going on right in front of your face, or there's something going on in public. But at the same time, while I'm talking about the public, this is you. You have an opponent that is trying to block you by obstacles. You gain some type of momentum. You get some type of acclaim or recognition for something that you do or something that you're talking about. Somebody is trying to block you from moving forward. We talked about that. Create obstacles. There's the progress that comes up. You're able to make progress in spite of some type of obstacle, whether this is somebody placing obstacles in front of you or this is just something that just happens to be playing out. But I promise you, you might be reevaluating your friends or whatever the case is. When it comes to your health, I think you might be going to the pharmacy. I think you might be having some pains in your body. And I think that or a cough, like I said before, sinus pressure. I think you might be feeling like you're coming down with something, and maybe you just don't know what's going on, and that might prompt a visit to the doctor. Cancer Nation. Yeah, you're getting some intuition and downloads. Some of you are tarot readers, or you do some type of divination for sure. So I think you might be channeling some type of knowledge. Why somebody wants you to be stuck? And again, you have an audience. Somebody gets caught. There's a lot of people that see something. And this is definitely somebody trying to create drama. I think you're going to see it for yourself. Okay, so your living situation, I think, is definitely going through some type of change. I think you might be transitioning out of something. You're trying to put together some type of an escape plan, maybe to purchase a car or whatever. Maybe you want to get around, but you're feeling like you're blocked by obstacles. You don't have a vehicle. You might be going to the movies this week. Maybe you are Netflix and chilling with somebody this week. Something is going to have you very concerned about someone, other people. That's kind of why I feel like you might work in healthcare. Doesn't have to be the case though. And I definitely feel like you're going on an adventure with family, maybe with friends. You're going on some type of social outing, I think. Are you giving medications to somebody? Somebody passed from a drug overdose? If this is you and you give medications, you're moving too fast. You're being watched. Is the state in your building? You know what I'm trying to say? No, I don't think everybody knows that. Okay, so I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I think this is somebody's story. You know, when you work in the medical field, sometimes if somebody files a complaint with the state will come in and examine that particular building for deficiencies or examine something like that. I kind of feel like there's something such as that that's coming in for you that might be creating pressure for you, especially, like I said, if you work in healthcare. But yeah, see, there's somebody that you're believing. They're creating some type of web of lies here. There's a fake around you. Somebody is lying, committing treason against you. And for some of you, this is a Libra. I think that your guides, yep, you got somebody around you that is cunning. Watch who you keep company with. Because somebody is not who you think they are. You're trusting this person. You're taking them at their word. And gypping you in some type of way, lying about you in some type of way, taking your kindness for weakness in some type of way. Cancer Nation or cross watcher. I think, Cancer, that if somebody has been sick, it looks like this week somebody might be doing better. You might see an improvement to a health situation. But for some reason, I think that there's some type of surgery that may need to take place. This might be why somebody might be healing. Maybe you have some type of surgery. Maybe that's what's kept you at a standstill. Like I said, some type of health issue has been bogging you down. I don't know. I think you might be hungry or eating a lot of junk. What is the advice, Holy Spirit, that you have for Cancer Nation? Tap into your spiritual power. Reach out to a power greater than yourself to help solve a dilemma. Stay open to its guidance in your life. That's what I feel like you're going to be doing. Speaking to a power higher than you. I think you're definitely, that's why I was saying downloads. Yeah, I think that you're going to be getting a lot of downloads this week. And I definitely feel like you're going to be talking to your guides. This is definitely where I feel like you're going to be getting solutions. You've been at a crossroads about something. You're not sure what direction to take certain situations. This is definitely a time to tap into, like, get in touch with your spiritual team to get some type of answer to maybe whatever is bogging you down so that you can get out of a cycle here. Be a comfort to yourself. Comfort is an inside job. Speak to yourself in a loving, positive way. Do something that nourishes you. Know in this moment all is well. Okay, they're saying do something that nourishes you. We talked about food. Getting enough sleep. This type of thing. I think that you're going to be eating nourishing food, surrounding yourself by people that genuinely want to see you succeed, genuinely want to see you win. I think that you've been surrounded by people that have stolen from you, harassed you, and this is where I think you might be rethinking certain things of this sort. About who's around you, who you keep company with, who is in your circle. Like I said, I feel like this week you might be turning certain people away. Speak to yourself in a loving, positive way, and right beneath that you have tame your negative thinking. I think I talked to you before about criticism. For some of you, this is a lot of self-criticism. You criticize everything that you do. You second guess every decision that you make. And you might feel like you have to constantly go and talk to somebody else about something to see if you're making the right decision because you're just not sure. I don't know. I think this is definitely a week to put your thinking in check. Or maybe you might feel like you need to talk to somebody and get an expert opinion about something. You're dealing with somebody that maybe smokes, they vape a lot. I think you might feel like you need company. You might feel like you need some type of comfort this week. But I think that this is you being a comfort to yourself here with this. Finding a way to self-soothe in certain situations. Or maybe you're really cuddling up with a pet. Did I mention that? I think I did mention that maybe you have a pet. I think the advice is maybe to go to a body of water. We talked about that in the beginning, taking some time to play, taking some time to relax. You're doing some type of spiritual cleanse. Maybe you're going to the beach or a lake or whatever the case is. It feels like this is definitely a week to maybe go out in nature or to do something that clears your mind. Somebody's in a convalescent home or in the hospital is what I feel. All right, Cancer Nation, with that, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. If you found that this reading was helpful, Cancer Nation, thumbs up this video. Consider subbing to my channel if you haven't already. And if you do decide to sub to my channel, make sure that you hit the post notification bell so that you're notified whenever I upload a video for you, your cross-watcher sign, or whenever I go live. Thank you, Cancer Nation, for tuning in this week. I'll see y'all next week. Peace out, Cancers.
Can't be defined by your mistakes. You know you try really hard. But sometimes you fall. Yeah, sometimes you fall.